friends. Hello, hello, hello to you. Let me see if everything's hunky-dory with the video. Thus, I cannot see for totally. Whoa, that sun is so bright. Wow. I'm back staring at all the brightness of the snow. Wow, wow, wow. Woo! There, that's better, I guess. I hope the screen is good. On my end, everything looks completely black. I can't see the screen, that is. But you all know that I am technologically behind the 8 ball. So greetings to everybody that's coming on today. And my apologies with all sincerity that I don't greet you like a proper guest would. Hello, so-and-so. Hello, Mrs. Hello, Mr. Sorry. Happy dry day to me. Dry day? What kind of day is that? It's the first Friday in February, my fasting February, fasting February, in which I decided to go dry. Now, with respect to the fact that I work in a place where my paws get very dirty during the course of my day. Could it be the metals? Could it be dirt? Could it be solvent that I deal with? I don't know. Nevertheless, my dry day will involve soap and water and washing my hands. These winds are ghastly. The fields that are on both sides are blowing all the snow from the fields onto the roads. Now, what is it? The temperature is only 28 degrees. So underneath it's slickery. Where's a salt truck when you need one, right? Exciting news in my life, at least. And I want to share this with you because behind the scenes, I mentioned my non-tech savvy self. Don't do all the bells and whistles that a lot of the kids these days are doing. Shoot, I didn't even hook up my device today. Wow, this road is, ooh, this road is something else. Iciness. Pardon me, I'm having several squirrel moments. Hopefully it won't involve killing any squirrels with the ice conditions, but I digress. Today I received six S-I-X messages from people asking me about my coaching course. They found me on YouTube. They sent me messages through my cell phone number. Pardon these pregnant pauses. Whenever I go silent, it's because I'm going through these iced roads and I just want to be safe and focus on the road. Should I even be videoing? Probably not. That's why I don't look at the screen. So, greetings to everybody. Talk amongst yourselves. Say hello to your friends. Have little discussions as you listen to my story. I have not gotten anything coaching related letters. Letters, I realize, are so last century, right? the fact that I still, well, Jack, I should say, still mails out bills. It's a thing. Old habits die hard. Jack is not an electronic type of person. I just as soon pick up the phone and do things electronically via the telephone as opposed to apps, because I don't necessarily trust a lot of the apps. So when these messages came to me and I followed up with the individuals, I only had one screw up. I called a person on my cell phone message. I called the person by another name today. It was a gentleman. Oops. Fat finger syndrome. I replied back to these 6 people today, all of which were women, which is neither here nor there. But yesterday, I replied back to what will be the 7th person in my coaching that are just considered to be new people. Are these people testing the waters? Perhaps. I do things very, very different. A lot of the things that I do is based on my real estate contacts and contacting with customers and clients in real estate. I did it for 24 years. I trained people. I trained rooms of realtors. Going through some really bad area now. I've trained rooms of realtors. I've trained companies that called me in to do one-on-one coaching with people as well. I, in this business, do things the old-fashioned way. So for many, many young people and people that are more along the lines of the techie people, they're not going to want the one-on-one. I realize full well that my client and customer base will be people that look like me. If you know, you know. I don't cut, paste, use verbatim training that I've learned from being a client of Kelly Hogan. I don't do that. I learned a lot through taking her class. Continue to take her class. I signed up to take her class for the entirety of this year, paid up front, because, well, you get a deal when you pay up front. I know that the type of people that I will deal with will appreciate the hand holding, the walking them through things, because I appreciate that. I'm not coming to people stating what works for me must work for you. That's not the case. Every body is different. Every body has individual needs. I also believe in the fact that 90 days for anything in life is paramount. 90 days to become a habit is what I say. Now, the kid that I had at work, he wasn't interested in 90 days. And he didn't mince any words about it. He wanted to know what he could eat. And with me preparing his food, because I work with the gentleman, I could bring it into work and he could get a concept of what to eat. Also, these kids just don't have that kind of money. And I understand. I'm not going to give away my coaching, but I did feel bad for him because of his recent diagnosis from his doctor. I know nothing about what that gentleman's doctor had diagnosed him with. I'm dropping off the husband's mail payment at the cable company. Cable cost Chihuahua. Holy cats. Somebody did not. There we go. They did not put their envelope in there the right way. Bunched up. I have all of my ducks in a row insofar as contractual things with people. It's paper. It's paper that I mail out to people in copy form. And as in real estate, the verbiage used to be press hard. You are making 5 copies. And please remember to retain one for yourself and one for your attorney. Same thing applies in this case with the coaching. CYA, always cover your anatomy with paper. I have got the weekend slotted and scheduled to have discussions with all of these people and try to do some type of lives, right? To entertain the masses and just talk about stuff. I enjoy my Saturday and Sunday lives. I do believe I'm going to church on Sunday because the weather is going to be grand. They're talking 35-degree temperatures. So one lady that contacted me via message, it was because of the first lady from church. So it's a referral. Really looking forward to it, but as I said, in my real estate business, I don't do more than 10 people at a time. So if there'll ever be a time that I'm going to have 11, 12, 13 people, I personally do not feel comfortable. Anything more than 10 slips out of my fingers. I'm on the freeway now, so I'm comfortable with 75 miles an hour and not having to worry about this wind out here. Wow! The first meeting is a telephone, basic interview. They have to interview me as I have to interview them. What are your needs? What are you looking for yourself? Them. They will dictate the conversation. If the conversation comes around to them asking about me, I will be brief and concise because I limit myself to 1 hour free consultation with people over the phone. Nope, not texting, not going to be a message, not going to be video conferencing. Nope, not at all. I am just comfortable that way. That's how I roll. So that's exciting news for me. Now, next week could be a bit hairy because 6 hours overtime, mandatory overtime. We don't know if spill over into weekend mandatory overtime. Well, if that happens, I don't know. I'm gonna, whoo. We'll see what happens. It's usually on Saturdays. It usually is. Sundays, unless it's an extreme case, they don't do Sunday overtime. Hardly ever. I'm not going to say completely never because it has happened. And yet Sundays is a double time day, so we'll cross that road once we get there. The mentality, though, on overtime on Saturdays is if I work until 10 p.m. at night, I have to come into work the next morning at 6 a.m. Yeah, kind of crazy. That means I can't hang with my friends on some of the lives that I do at night. But that's okay. This too shall pass. We'll see what happens as I get closer to being 65 years old, right? Yesterday at 4 o'clock, one of my work friends, people I associate with that are welding with she had been taking care of her brother, youngest of a family of 8, that had cancer all over his body. It started in the colorectal. Young man, under 40. That's young to me. And then, of course, like wildfire, it spread. But I had a mother that passed away from her diagnosis of colorectal cancer. They had the chili contest. I think I told you guys about it yesterday. I didn't partake, but 3 individuals had made a pot of chili, and you were to vote to see which chili was the best, 1, 2, or 3. She was one of the people that made the chili. And I think I didn't eat it, so without prejudice, I can't say if it was good or bad or otherwise. I think people knowing what she just went through that day, I think she won the contest, if you know what I mean. Yep. I am so grateful that I do have a compassionate heart and mindset. Remember, my best clients and customers in real estate used to be the clients and customers that weren't big money clients and customers that really needed a house, that really scrimped and saved to better themselves. That's the sense I got from reading the messages of these 6 people. I'm pretty good at reading into messages. As verbose as some people got with their quick notes to me, they would note and they'd stop. This one case, note, then they'd stop, come back later with within 45 minutes they said something. Oh, I forgot one more thing. And that's okay. Patience. As a coach, you gotta have patience with people. And to put it into perspective, I think if I would have had a coach that would be a dictator, I don't think I would have succeeded as well as I did. I learned a lot from a lot of sources. It was the fine tweaking that I learned through Kelly Hogan's compassionate, her compassionate side. I'm grateful for that. I wish sometimes, though, in hindsight, I wish, for example, I'll put Jack on the spot right now. I wish he would have said to me as I was inching up, gaining weight, hence my face getting fatter, for a visual purpose, for understanding, of course, because right now all you guys see is this sunken face, whole lot of wrinkles. More bills, gotta go out in USPS. Jack had an aunt, Aunt Terry. Aunt Terry was a lovely lady. Aunt Terry, at a family function, grabbed me on the side and said, "Honey, you're getting a little fluffy." Did I listen? Nope. Was she kind and sweet and saying that to me in a kind manner? But I knew directly what that woman meant. 100%. That kind of truth. Spitting the truth, as I say. That's kind of a hard thing to understand with people. One could say, well, gee, how dare they say that I'm getting fat? Use the F word. How dare you say that? I didn't meet any of these people yet, face to face. And I didn't ask them in my reply back to them if they live in northwestern Wisconsin. That should be interesting to me, because I love belly to belly and face to face contact with people. So insofar as my schedule is concerned, second shift, we all know, is a bomb. Life happens during the day. Unfortunately, life happens for me during day after I wake up after 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some fine tuning, but I can speak in general terms about people. I can say the gentleman from work, but you don't know if his name was Tom, Dick, nor Harry, now do you? Client, patient, not a doctor. My patients, patient with people. They're not my patients. They're clients and customers. I look at it like they're buying a new house. They're buying a new body. They're buying a new mindset, a new way of eating. We will see. Should be interesting. I'm a little bit apprehensive, not scared, just apprehensive because I like the belly to belly, and I only know of one that out of these 7 people, right now I know that they're belly to belly. They're a local. I don't know about the others. Oh boy. Today I lollygag getting out of the house starting at 2 o'clock. It's 20 minutes to 2 right now. Didn't feel compelled to go in early because tomorrow, next week, I'm going in 6 hours overtime, but I needed to get these new people addressed, reply back to their messages. Didn't hurt to have a couple extra hours doing not rush, hurry up. And with me not eating and dry fasting today, I didn't have to think about making any food or filling my thermos, my 40-ounce thermos, with ice cubes or bubble water. Didn't have to do it. I feel good. And I have been not drinking anything since I woke up at 9. It was 10 minutes to 9 this morning. So I feel fabulous. Let me park and see what you all have to talk about. What everybody's saying. Other than the highs and the hellos. Hello, mate. Back it up. Beep, 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 beep. Screech. Here we go. Good enough. Good enough. Let's see what y'all are saying. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. 13 people are watching. Hi. I don't have the sun in my eyes. And I can see perfectly now. Hello, 13 friends. Let's see who's on here. Hey, hi, Sandy. Sandy, my love. And there's John. Alicia, hello. Sandy, view is great. Whoa, you should have saw me trying to see through the snowbanks. Woo. Thank you, Sandy. And hello to Michael. Michael looks like he's tired. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. There's Lynn. Hello, Lynn. There's Anna, Jiffy Anna. Anna. Hi, Jiffy, says Lynn. That's Anna, Lynn. Neither there, steadfast. How did I miss Sharon? Let's see, how did I miss you, Sharon? Oh, my Lanta, there, Sharon's a way top person. Sharon, you're number one. My apologies for not recognizing you first. You are way above the crowd. Hello to Sharon. Hello, Scroll. Hello. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Neither they're steadfast. John, doing fine. And yourself? I'm so glad that you guys talk amongst yourselves. John says he's a little tired today, Sandy. I was working on videos till 6 o'clock in the morning. John, I say it all the time. Your videos, phenomenal. Way superior than this lack of techie girl. No doubt right here. Oh, John is saying that he still gets his 8 hours sleep, but he really needs to ride with my circadian rhythm better. Yeah, I hear you. Second and third shift was always my specialty in real estate, because while all the other realtors were selling those $1 million properties in Lake Geneva to people, the high dollar people, Jerry was out slumming, showing truck drivers and Title 19 people buying their first houses. But I was a smart cookie, and I know people talk about the fact that I put my address out there, and the truth of the matter is destiny. Things are already set. They're going to happen whenever. I just don't know when it's going to be. That was the same with real estate. I wasn't foolish. I always made sure I told Jack, I'm going to meet so-and-so. Now, before I met that so-and-so at 2 o'clock in the morning to show them houses, you bet your bippy. Or who said that? Ruth Buzzy. You bet your bippy that I had photographed their driver's license, and I told my husband my itinerary, all the properties I was going to be showing that person, just in case. You never know. Oh, Terry girl. Hello, sweet Terry girl. Just picked up my mom's ashes. Even though I'm choked up, she is much easier to tote now. Yes, my father. Oh, I'll talk about that on a different one. But yeah, I remember that. My father and his ashes. Ooh, that's going to be a hard video for me. Hey, Patricia. Hi, how are you? Yes, indeed. So sorry. So sorry. And everybody's giving Terry hugs and welling up with teary eyes. Absolutely. We love Terry. Patricia says, Jerry, I agree. Each person's needs, plans, actions for any lifestyle is unique for that person. Your goal as a coach is to assist them reaching their goals. 100%. I cannot tell people, well, you must have 200 grams of fat and 200 grams of meat to be able to sustain yourself. You can wipe your nose with that type of talk. You can't do it. Cannot do it. Can't do it. Ricky's here. Hey, Ricky, you're so fine. Hello to Ricky. I'm listening in and out. I'm working also. I need to get this guy's computer fixed. He's picking it up this evening. Hey, Granny Boo. Hello, Jerry. Was outside raking leaves. 70 degrees in Oklahoma. What? Fabulous. Hello, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. How are you, my friend? Barbara has had exciting news. Barbara's getting word whenever. I don't know. She let me know last night about 4, I think, songs that are going to be on platforms for all of us to buy these songs. Download the songs. Yeah. So Barbara, the author, the songstress, I don't have the words right now. Barbara's going to be a superstar. She's already a superstar in my book. But we're going to be able to, for example, go onto iHeartRadio, because I know that platform very well. Go on the platform and download Barbara's songs. Marvelous. I didn't care for selling to the elite, says Sharon. I took the FTHB under my wings and always cried at settlement because I was going to miss them. But you, as a broker, received the benefit from all of them and the headache. Absolutely. Well, that's the end of the chat. Thank you all for coming on today along for the ride, listening to my exciting story. I think it's exciting. I'm going to be very, very, very busy. Probably do shorter videos. Maybe, perhaps different ideas, but channel's changing. As you know, I'm changing. So until we see each other this weekend, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye, everybody. Have a great Friday, or in my case, it's a dry day. Completely dry. No water. Oh, I did take a shower too. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. Toodles.